Thanks for joining us here on NewsNation Rush Hour. I'm Nichole Berlie, and Russia's war with Ukraine will enter its 9th month this week. Ukrainian military has defied the odds, but Russia still occupies about 1/5 of Ukrainian territory. And it's been costly for both countries as well as other nations who've jumped in to help. So far, the U.S. has sent $40 billion in military aid. Just last week, Congress was asked to approve nearly $38 billion in additional aid to Ukraine. But some House Republicans want to halt the funding and reallocate it elsewhere. The aid to Ukraine accounts for about 6% of the total U.S. defense budget. So joining us now, Julia Manchester, national politics reporter with our partners at The Hill. Julia, thank you for being with us. What seems to be the biggest obstacle for Republicans when it comes to this Ukraine aid? Is it the amount? Is it accountability? Is it both?
Well, Nichole, I think, first of all, there's a divide within the party. There are lots of figures within the Republican Party who would prefer to absolutely have aid to Ukraine, particularly the more Russia hawkish part of the party. We've heard Vice President Mike Pence, or former Vice President Mike Pence, criticize those in the party for saying we shouldn't be giving aid to Ukraine. So first of all, there is definitely that divide. But I think in terms of, for people like Matt Gaetz, for example, it has to do with giving aid to the country as it is. I think the amount is definitely an issue. However, it's also, wanting to spend money elsewhere. So it seems like there is a divide when it comes to priorities as to how to address Ukraine within the party.
Well, Julie, I want to address the rift that you spoke about, and we'll also hear from Representative Gaetz in just a bit. But how likely is it that this latest request, now more than $37 billion, will end up being pushed to the next Congress?
It's very likely. Look, I think there's simply a divide within the party right now. And, we don't really know what's going to happen with that spending package when it comes to Ukraine. So at this point, I would say it's pretty likely.
All right. So Julia, 57 House Republicans voted against a Ukraine aid package in May. Today on Morning in America, Florida Republican Matt Gaetz says he will not vote for another dollar. Let's listen.
Our vision is for a House of Representatives where all of the members are empowered to represent their constituents, to have a real voice on matters of appropriations. And I think that's important given the fights that we have ahead with the Biden administration over spending.
Back in May, they voted against this $40 billion we just heard from Gaetz there. Do you think the number of lawmakers objecting will continue to grow?
It's very possible. And I think the farther we get away from the invasion of Ukraine, we will continue to see that concern among lawmakers in terms of how much money we give and how long we continue to give to Ukraine. Look, these lawmakers argue that we have our own issues here at home, that we need to be devoting money to those resources. However, on the other side of this issue, you have a lot of officials raising the alarm about growing Russian influence and wanting to defend a NATO ally. So we could go deep in the weeds here and talk about, how one side is more isolationist, the other side is more globalist in this approach. But it's a clear divide. And I think we'll probably continue to see that divide, get even starker as we see this conflict, unfortunately, continue.
All right, Julia, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.